What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, and as always, I am joined by the podcast dad himself. You have no learning tree today, thank God. It's gone. However, I see something new in the background there.
It's because I believe.
We said his name and he appeared.
Oh, man, that was great. Do your plugs. Let's get into it.
Yes, thank you so much just because we're excited about this. Thank you for joining the Wrestling Junkies Podcast tonight. As always, hit the QR code. It's not this one. It is our new WWE Shop QR code here. If you need some more merchandise, who knows? Maybe one day we'll get a Joe Hendry t-shirt on there. But check out our WWE Shop affiliate link. Help us out. Help us to help you. Everything that we earn goes right back into the production of this show, and that includes sponsorships for the various promotions that we like to work with all across the country at this point. Our most recent one coming up is ETU Summer Madness 2, official sponsor, live from the Mecca Arena, July 27th, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. And I didn't get a graphic for this yet, but we are sponsoring Action Wrestling once again tomorrow night, or Friday night. I'm thinking it's Thursday for a second. We are back. Adam Priest versus Cruel, cage match for the IWTV World Championship. Manders will be defending the Action World Championship. Our boy Bobby Flacco is in action as well. It's just always great to work with Action. So yeah, that's how we're able to do all of this. So hit that WWE Shop link, buy some merch, buy some swag. There is a brand new Wyatt 6 t-shirt that is out, and quite frankly, I mean it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Podcast dad's gonna show off his belt. I'm too tired.
Don't do that.
I'm too tired to go.
Nobody wants that one. Get this one. Get this one.
Okay. Also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're at 258. Slowly but surely, we are making that happen, and we can't do it without you guys. So if you know at least one person that would enjoy this show, please share it with them. And then also, last but not least, support our merch store. Buy a mug, buy a hoodie, buy a beanie. No hats, even though you can wear a beanie in the summertime. Somebody just chooses not to.
Because I don't want to die. It's so hot.
Who says you're going to die wearing a beanie in the summertime?
Heat stroke. Have you heard of it? No, you haven't, because you work in an AC facility, so I don't want to hear it. The real working man right here.
Yeah, I spent half the day at the pool today. We got a half day for the holiday, so
yeah,
no big deal. There's that.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, plugs are done, out of the way, whatever. NXT is in the books, and dude, they knocked it out of the park. I think this is probably the best week of WWE television that we're going to see all year. I think so far Monday was great. But look, when you look at the week as a whole, look what they followed it up with: Battle Royal for the NXT Championship. TNA locker room was open for business. We saw Frankie Kazarian. That was kind of announced by Shawn Michaels before the show. Yep. And then the two entrances we got in that Battle Royal: Javon Evans and Mr. Joe Hendry. We said his name. He appeared. He was here. Before we get into the actual match itself, your thoughts, what went through your mind the second that music hit?
I just smiled. I smiled. I showed my wife. My wife is probably... She hates me right now.
No, she doesn't. She loves you.
I play that theme song at least 10 times a day.
As you should.
As I walk around the corner, I play it. She bought me a shirt.
You should also...
hello. Yes, she bought me the shirt. I think she regrets it, but I do hear her humming the theme, so I think
it's hard not to.
Yeah. It's in her head now.
Yeah.
No, I just smiled. Like, that was they listened to what we wanted.
Yes, they did.
Everybody wanted Joe Hendry to appear, and they listened, and I think it was executed very well. A lot of people were upset he was eliminated that quickly. You didn't see it because you went down to go pick up
my
food.
damn DoorDash,
and you missed him get eliminated.
Yeah,
but there's a clip on social media of him, telling Sean anytime, anywhere. This is not gonna be the last time we see Joe Hendry. The popularity has gotten huge for him.
He is over.
He is blown up like crazy. And like you said, there were two people that got entrances last night. I think it was three. I think Ethan Page got an entrance.
Oh, yeah.
But, he was one of the guys that got an entrance. and for a reason. Like, WWE saw that. They heard that. I mean, literally, I was watching it before we went live. Like, the camera was shaking when the music hit.
Yeah.
Like, he got a reaction, and you have to believe that, and I'm going to take it from you, that on their radar is Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry. Like, that.
Facts.
Those are the two people that they're like, okay, these are probably the people we want. If anybody in TNA right now, those are the two people we want to. And we talked about it, a while ago. Like, if you're TNA, I think this is maybe on a main event mixer or something. Like,
Yeah.
why not be their feeder system? Like, it just benefits you. It benefits you so much. You'll get eyes on your product. You'll get, NXT talent that's still maybe a little green to come down, and you can say, hey, this is WWE NXT star or something like that.
Yeah.
I think this is a win-win for everybody, and I'm very excited because the other thing we didn't talk about too is Io Sky going over to Marigold, and then
AJ going to
AJ
Noah.
Styles is going to Noah. Like, we're in a different.
It's a brand new ball game.
We're in a new era, but this is different. Like, I feel like this is different. So I'm gonna stop.
Because it is. No, it absolutely is different. I mean, there's no way we could have predicted that this was what we were going to see. Yeah, that last year there's no way we would have seen this coming. But how they have handled all of this it's been executed to perfection, and both companies have been protective of their talent. In a necessary degree without necessarily being like, yeah, I agree with you. But I mean, think about a Vince McMahon era if they attempted a crossover like this. It is just we're taking it out, done. Like, yeah, it wasn't going to be anything other than mutually beneficial to WWE. But this very clearly works here. I mean, that like you said, camera was shaking. I mean, I yelled, "Oh shit!" And it just makes me smile that we saw that, because they're Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they keep their finger on the pulse, and I mean they're students of the game, pun absolutely intended. It's just working right now.
Sean keeps his finger on something, yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't know
his For You page.
Well, likes went private, so we're never gonna know what Shawn Michaels liking on Twitter anymore. But yeah, no, it was a hell of a moment. Like I said, people were upset with kind of how it went, but he'll be back. Like, he's going to be back.
Sure.
People in the back didn't not notice that. Like,
No.
Out of all they have brought 4, I guess technically, TNA talents in. He's one of them. Like, they're strategically bringing people over.
Yeah, and think about this. Yes, people are upset about the elimination. That's all we're talking about. Is the fact that he got he's very much pulled a Dalton Castle, maximized every second he had as far as a camera on him and a microphone in his hand, and then we're upset about the elimination, and we want to see more Joe Hendry in NXT. Like, that is, I mean, that's brilliant booking, because now not only did he get that, but he also got the backstage segment with Shawn Michaels that also went viral. Frankie Kazarian just got a picture tweeted out 15 minutes before the show, but but again, this has eclipsed anything else that was really part of that match, other than Javon Evans, who got the win in this battle royal. Are you surprised by that decision?
Yeah, no, I'm not. And real quick, before we move on to that, shout out to Mr. OTM. Last night threw out a tweet that said moments are greater than in-ring performance. Sometimes.
In this case,
Joe Hendry got a huge pop and got to cut a promo in as well. Like, that's a win in itself. Yeah. Agreed. That is a win in itself. So the people upset that he didn't win or didn't get a bigger spot, like, he's the only one that cut a promo. He's one of the 3 that got an entrance. Like, relax. Yeah. He's going to be back. Just like Jordan Grace. He's going to be back.
And the thing is, when you look at of the 3 that got an entrance, Javon Evans has, he's indie darling. I still want to call him Jay Malachi all the time, but he's been killing it on Level Up. He's killing it on NXT. Absolute stud. Ethan Page, brand new talent on the block, got the shock debut. But we're talking about a guy who signed with another company that, at least as far as as we sit here right now, a one-night appearance in WWE, and that's all we're talking about.
It was the first eliminated.
Yeah.
No, Javon Evans get the win. I'm totally fine with it. Like, they see somebody that they go, okay, this guy, the crowd loves him. He's fantastic in the ring.
Charismatic as hell too.
Push him.
Yeah.
Why not? What do you have to lose? You need some stars on NXT.
So, yeah, he's only, 19 or 20?
Yeah, so do it. Do it. Like, why not? Like, we always say, don't want to miss the window, don't want to miss the window. And you're in NXT, you're developmental, so try it. Why not? If he falls on his face, he falls on his face, and you go back to the drawing board. But if it works, you got another Obafemi. You got another Trick Williams. You got another Roxanne Perez. Yeah, like, you have somebody to build your brand around and another young talent that you can now build your company around in the future. Like, yeah, I like it. I love it.
Especially because especially with your Braun Breakers, your Roxanne Perez's, Cora Jades, etc. We've seen them. Yeah, we've seen them sticking around NXT longer because they are. I mean, they're so young that they can be those mainstays of it, but they're not even hitting their prime yet once they hit the main roster. I mean, look at Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate feels 47 to me because of how much time he spent in both NXTs, but he's 27.
Same thing with Ilya and Mello. Like, they're under 30.
Yeah.
Like, they have so many years ahead of them. So many years. It's NXT right now. It's not as good as the black and gold era. I will say that. Right.
Sure.
I don't think anything's going to touch that era. I think we were spoiled. I think that was a kind of a moment in time for us as wrestling fans. But like, this developmental plan that they have now is working and working well. That the future is in very good hands. And you have Shawn Michaels running it. You have Triple H at the I'm gonna say it, at the head of the table. But like, you have two guys that get along, that may disagree, but they're always going to be okay with each other. Like, there's not going to be any personal feelings. It's, you got two guys working very well together, and you have a cohesive unit, and it feels like that's the first time it's been like that in how long?
Very long time.
Like where it goes, hey, Shawn goes, hey, I might see something in this guy, and Triple H goes, yeah, let's, that might be exactly what happened last night. Like, go for it. Let's see what happens. So this is a very good era of NXT, and I'm very excited to see what NXT can do here in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to get excited about everything as a whole that they're doing right now. Let's talk a little bit more about the Battle Royal here, because the Final Four did end up being Shawn Spears, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, Dragon Lee. I mean, that was a fire Final Four, and it really, I mean, any one of them could have walked out. My money was on Spears, but I like the gambit of going with Javon Evans here. Ethan Page believes that he was not eliminated because I think he had some involvement with Oro Mensah that created some kerfuffle, but we end up in the main event. Ethan Page, Javon Evans, 1-on-1. I very much like how they. And that surprised me until what we saw at the after that match. Then this is something else that Javon Evans is getting praised for is that kind of bird's eye shot that we're starting to see a lot of in WWE. Once all four of those guys are down, Trick, Spears, Page, and Evans makes sure that belt makes it to the middle, so it's also in that final shot. You can't teach that kind of stuff. No. And it seems like Heatwave is likely going to see a fatal four-way here for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, and that again, that's probably a smart decision. You have two veterans in there, and Ethan Page and Shawn Spears, where they can kind of make sure things are flowing. Like, because if you do Trick and Javon Evans, it's how many years in the business total? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, certainly less than 10. I mean, we'll be lucky if we're getting to 7 or 8.
Do the fatal four-way, have those two kind of not carry it, obviously, but kind of help lead through it. I think you got veteran talent helping the younger talent, and I want to see it. Like that's a pretty good match, and that could be a way. You and I talked about it. That could be a way Ethan Page wins the title. Like I could
Trick, yeah.
I could really see Ethan Page winning this at Heatwave if they go fatal four-way route.
Yeah, it's. I mean, again, more questions than answers when it comes to WWE right now, and I absolutely love that. It's they're finding ways to leave these little breadcrumbs for us to come back to later, and I mean, it's just firing on all cylinders right now.
No, it's good. It's very good. wrestling's a lot of fun right now.
So much fun.
You know, we're gonna talk about AEW. We will.
Apparently, Ospreay made a Hit Row reference to Swerve during this promo battle.
I saw that.
Here
I got the notification.
Yeah.
There. I have to go back and watch it. Like, I know we're kind of, you and I both think it's maybe happening too early. But I think if we sit back and have a 10,000 yard view of it, it's holy shit, we're getting Ospreay and Swerve. That's gonna be a really good match.
Yeah, I hope it's not a one-off. I think is kind of the big thing for me is if this is just a way for Swerve to pick up a win here.
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I don't.
But that again, we just said that about WWE. It's more questions than answers. I want to see how AEW is gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big test for Tony. Like, again, this is probably happening way too early, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they do this. I really am. And
I agree.
Isn't that what you're looking for? Is you're looking to bring people in and watch your product, and I want to see it because I want to see Will Ospreay and Swerve. I do.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've seen it, and again, we've said this I don't know how many times. Tall task for Tony in 2024. First full year where you're gonna have a pay-per-view every month. I mean, so your stories have to have some continuity, and I mean they're off to a good start here. I'm liking the build.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about Collision, but the patriarchy and House of Black, like, okay, I'm cool with that. Hopefully Murphy's not. I haven't seen any reports about it, but it looked like he took kind of a nasty fall on Saturday. But hopefully, he's okay. But that again, I like Christian on television. I'm cool with that. We're gonna get a TNT, championship ladder match. Those always turn out pretty damn well. Like, AEW still has a lot of good things going.
Yeah.
It's really hard though because WWE has so many good stories going. I think we're at the point where WWE is kind of where I want to watch the stories, and AEW is where I'm going to watch the just fantastic in-ring work.
Yeah, it's like playing a video game essentially when you watch AEW, because you don't know what you're gonna get, and it's just kind of a I would have never thought to do that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah,
and just AEW's not as good as telling stories, and that's okay. That's totally okay. They can be the Ring of Honor or the early TNA where you were getting Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles in triple threat matches for no reason, but damn, that was a good match. You know what I mean?
So we got this. So we've been doing this.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
We've been doing this every Wednesday at 8:30 for probably the last 6 months now.
Yeah. I apologize. Apologize for that, because as you know,
there's nothing to apologize for.
As you know, Mr. Northcutt, I am also as the name states, a father. Well, I guess a dad, but we got to take the son the speech therapy on Wednesdays, and you still want to do the pod, so we balance it out. I have AEW on right there, so
we're watching an 8-man tag right now. It looks like Roddy, Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher's in there, Kyle O'Reilly. So there's a lot to enjoy about AEW, and we'll definitely do a full deep dive.
Recap it tomorrow.
Yeah,
and it'll be great.
Yeah.
I don't want to hate on AEW. I don't. I like AEW.
No, so I mean it's an alternative. That's what we like. Yeah, it's good for everybody. It's more of just they don't need to act like they're actually competing with WWE. WWE is the biggest conglomerate when it comes to this business. Like, you can try, but it just is what it is. Yeah,
and they have the history of it, and they have the money behind it, and not that AEW doesn't. They're clearly the number two. They're clearly the number two. They're just You have how many years of WWE foundation to try to climb up before you try to take them over? Ask WCW how that
70.
went. Like that WCW tried to kill WWE. Didn't work. So if you're AEW, don't try to kill WWE, but you can compete. because you're not going to kill them, but
make it
compete.
interesting, make it fun. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And they are. Yeah. I mean, without AEW, we wouldn't have Jon Moxley. I mean, like,
no,
that alone, I'm like, cool. Without AEW, I wouldn't be under the learning tree. I wouldn't. And that, my friends, is why AEW still rocks. Wait, where's your wine? You had coffee.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I knew I forgot something.
That's okay.
Huh,
It's all right.
It's okay. We also would not have our scumbag. This is also
Yes.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We wouldn't have Jade Cargill.
No.
We wouldn't have Cody Rhodes. We wouldn't have freaking Cody Rhodes if AEW
No, we
wasn't
would
around.
not. No. Yeah.
Like-
I mean, certainly not this Cody Rhodes. I mean, he'd
No.
probably still be on the Indies somewhere.
Oh. Oh. I thought maybe Stardust.
No.
Sorry.
No. However, speaking of Cody Rhodes, JC Jane was wearing both face masks last night. I thought that was really damn funny.
JC Jane, I wouldn't have. When the Toxic Attraction split, I would not have pegged her as the,
Breakout.
as the HBK to the Genetti. I would not have done that. But
Yeah.
here we are. I don't know what it is about
Can you
Gigi.
do?
Like, I thought Gigi was going to be good, but she just hasn't found that character.
Yeah, no, I think they leaned a little too hard into the rough family life and kind of that personal backstory. We saw them try that with Lacey Evans and it didn't work.
Well, Well, also, there's other things.
I was gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone, damn it! All right.
There's there's other things too. So, kind of, apples
We get it.
and apples and a nuclear missile. So,
All right. Okay.
you said it. I'm correcting it. Same guy.
Whatever.
Weren't you the same guy that compared Top Dollar to CM Punk?
That was within a very specific vacuum, dickhead.
Don't care. It's taken out of context. Welcome to the wrestling world.
Hey, King
Headline
Chris,
quote.
if you're watching, can you please tell Mr. Francis that I say I'm sorry for what I said?
King Chris, I'm still upset for last week. I bow to your kingdom. Don't insult me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Remember who I am.
Guy in a hat.
Don't side with this Cincinnati clown show.
Whoa! Whoa!
This guy.
Whoa!
Remember.
Shots fired.
I went back and rewatched that episode again this week. You guys were dicks. I'm just saying. Bryce, I cared about your knee. I've been through knee surgery. I was genuinely caring about your knee. I didn't
It's
see the
hard
beginning
to-
of the show because I was working.
But it's hard to tell. Sarcasm cannot properly be translated in a chat. Like next time, use an asterisk or something.
Why?
I don't. Again,
Is that going to help you if I chat
to
with an
alleviate
asterisk?
confusion. So when we know that you're
No, because then you'd get confused. Like, what's the asterisk for? His other
Well-
knee? Like, shut up.
it's like having a safe word. Okay, at least tells me kind of what to expect in a given moment.
Well, those aren't fun, so I don't have those. It's off the rails. I'm tired. Anything else wrestling wise you want to talk about? Hey, we had a really cool interview tonight.
We did, and it'll be releasing this Friday with H2O Wrestling Senior Referee Ref Nick Papagiorgio talking all things about their 8-year anniversary show coming up this weekend. 2 nights streaming live on IWTV. Make sure that you're checking that out, as well as Action Wrestling. Adam Priest, Cruel Cage match for the IWTV Heavyweight Championship. When we were down there in April, we thought that Priest walked out with the strap. And,
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
He got shafted. So hoping he
He
can
did.
get the job done here. I mean, for that size differential, a hell of a match.
It was a really good match. It was a really good match, yes.
And he definitely missed it. Like, he doesn't watch us at all.
Thank you for watching us, Josh. I'll say thank you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because Mr. Cincinnati, again, you Bengals fans, I don't understand you people.
You need to watch your mouth, okay? Okay?
As a Philadelphia fan, we stick together. The Bengals fans, they're at each other's throats. That doesn't make any sense. You enjoy the same team.
I'm not at anybody's throat
why are you so angry? Don't be angry. I mean, I know your team sucks, but get over it.
I'm not angry. I'm rather chipper. I'm pretty chipper today. I'm Chipper Jones.
Oh God! You cannot make a Braves reference to a Phillies fan, especially that one.
Well, the
most overrated third baseman of all time.
Okay, I'll take your word for that.
And the greatest third baseman of all time played for the Phillies, Mike Schmidt. Thank you.
Okay, well, you can ask MJB those questions sometime. How about that?
I will, whenever the hell I meet him.
Jesus Christ! All right, soon, promise.
Whatever.
All right. Anyhow,
we done? I gotta eat dinner.
Okay, I guess we are. Since Podcast Dad didn't eat dinner before the show, like I did. Which part?
I have to take my son to speech therapy. I get home at 7:30, and then I then have to put the kids to bed, and then we did a interview at 8. When the hell would you like me to eat dinner, Mr. Cincinnati?
So have a granola bar anywhere. Duh, they're portable.
I don't have granola bars because I don't have any money because I have 2 kids.
Okay. Well,
Eat ramen for dinner.
According to MJB, Chipper Jones was a stud. Exact words that I just received. So, yeah.
I will fight him.
I'd pay to see that, actually. Yeah.
We can go back and forth about baseball.
Fine.
Set me up anytime.
Fine. Have at it. Okay.
Is this our NPR episode?
No, because we didn't start the episode quite like this. But I'm glad that you remember that.
I don't know if I can. Do you?
Well, I'm glad that you remembered it because I definitely forgot about that. But I do think that we do need to do an entire episode exactly like this. And I almost raised my voice a couple. Yeah.
King Chris, I have kids. I eat late every night.
He eats late. He's always sick. He never gets to watch what he wants to on TV.
I'm never sick. They're always
sick. Bullshit. All right. By proclamation of the king, we've been told to end the episode. Go home.
Okay. This is what Wednesday nights are. Tomorrow we will be back on at 6:30.
Yes.
Not doing any wrestling shows.
Adam Bolt returns, joining us from the UK. Yes. He's about 5 hours ahead of us, but you know what? We're celebrating Pride Month in style, so we're having guests. Awesome. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. Make sure to follow us. What?
And you forgot it yesterday too. What am I doing tomorrow night?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Podcast Dad will be joining our friend Joe Bentley on Wrestling Spotlight. You can find that on the Local Now app. Download it. It takes exactly 2 seconds. There's a great channel with nothing but independent wrestling content. I am sorry. I'm trying to remember a dozen things at once. I apologize.
God, here we go. Just end the show.
Which is what I was trying to do before you cut me off.
Just go. Everybody feel bad for Mr. Cincinnati. I got so much to do. You're fine. Raise 2 kids.
Yeah, for Charlie Chapdass under the learning tree of Mr. Cincinnati. Thank you guys
2 kids.
so much.
No,
thank you.
Busy.
Like, no.
Busy.
I'm good. But it's going to do it for us for the podcast Dad of Mr. Cincinnati. Make sure to support our merch store. Buy a mug, buy a hat. Buy a beanie, not a hat. Are you tired of me yet?
MJB, solid player. No gold gloves, 2 silver sluggers, and 1 MVP.
Okay. And to answer your question, yes, you are kind of a character now. So, yeah, I kind of stuck with it. But anyway, yeah, yes.
Google Mike Schmidt.
Oh, for the
Educate yourself. All right, I'm leaving. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Love you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Hit QR codes. Follow us at Junkies Pod. We'll be back tomorrow night. Good to see y'all. Let's just be cool, okay? And remember, say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, no.